All right, hi everybody. Welcome back, and thank you again for checking out my channel. So, first video today, basically the first in what I was talking about before is going to be my 50,000 words in 1 month challenge. So I'm coming to you today, obviously on day number 2. I'm actually just wrapping up for the day, and we're ending right now after 2 days at 4,100 words. So we are right on track with this little bonus project of mine. My plan is for this little challenge here is to probably just do weekly updates. So I'm going to come in here and just give you guys an update basically on where I'm at every single week rather than day-to-day commentary. Part of it is just the amount of time that I take to make these videos. Even though it's not too long, it's still a half hour, whatever it is, away from time that I could be using to write, which to get 50,000 words, I kind of have to scrounge every little bit of time I can right now. So part of it is simply that. The other part of it too is I know like day-to-day updates is kind of boring. If I give you a weekly update, it sounds a lot more interesting and I have a lot more to talk about. So that is what the plan is going to be here for the rest of the month. Obviously, this is just day number 2, and typically with all these challenges, usually you get off on the right foot. Especially for myself, I talk about all the time about how the first couple days of any project, of any challenge, is usually the easiest. It's usually when you have the most momentum, you feel the most confident in your work, and it's when the muse tends to hit you the most. You actually go to the keyboard with this little kind of spark, this little bit of creative energy, and so hitting 4,100 words in 2 days is not unheard of at all. 3 weeks into this thing, you're gonna, I'm sure I'll be telling a whole different different story, but for the moment at least, things are amazing. Maybe I'll go over what the project's about next week. I'll go more into it. It's not a project that's going to be coming out anytime soon. It's going to be probably several years, and honestly, this is kind of just like a little bit of a bonus project. It's a rather short story that's going to be probably a little bit longer than a novella, but certainly less than like my 100,000 word novels that you guys might have seen if you read like Going Over or something like that. So it's going to be a little bit shorter of a story, and again, probably more just, it's a very, very niche tale, and it's not something that I think has a lot of commercial value. So it's going to come out at some point in the future, but it's not one of these stories that I'm like really backing where I've got to spend, the next 6 months working on it. This is going to be one of those things that I work on, I trunk it for a little bit, and then in between my other project, I'll just kind of tinker with it a little bit here and there. And then hopefully in a couple of years, I've got something really good, and I'll maybe just release it rather quickly to everybody. That's the plan right now. Maybe as I go on, things change. It becomes a lot more of a serious tale, a lot longer maybe, who knows. But at the moment, that is my plan. Rather short, kind of fun little side project. So with it, like I said, we're starting off strong here, and I will be back next week here to give you guys another update on what happened at the end of my first week. Thank you again, everybody, for checking this out, and yeah, I will talk to you guys next week.